Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome back to PGA Tour 2K25 as I'm going through and just spending time in the my career mode here in this series. So finally got to the PGA Tour after, however many episodes we've had here, but definitely different than what we had in 2K23. We've got these extra added things here, training, pre-tournament, and then the tournament itself, the calendar, so forth. So if I go here to the schedule, let's see what it's going to show us. So there you go. So we can see Champions Invitational, top 50 in the previous, win any event. So that's cool that they have those kind of things. So you just got to win something or end up in the top 50 in total season points. But then week 1, week 2, week 3, similar names. So this one, all right, we got to be in the top 50 or win any event in the current season to make it to the Pebble Beach Pro-Am. So, and again, we don't have the previous season. So if I don't win one of these events, like I won't make that. And this is what? For previous season again, win any in the current. So yeah, a lot of these invitationals, I think the first season it's going to be a challenge to try to get through. But obviously the same events that we've seen before. And you can see, I had season 4, Corn Ferry. Season 8 was the Tour Championship, which was just the one event. So, we've definitely fought along here for quite a bit. I'm sure at some point it's going to stop storing that stuff, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it just gives us a big list. That would be awesome if it did that and kept it perpetually. But definitely going to spend a little time here just understanding what we've got, what we're looking at. Obviously if we're here in the standings, obviously I've got nothing. I'm 700 behind, which I don't understand how that already happened. But maybe it's because they played that first event, so I guess that actually counts. So yeah, it looks like Rory McIlroy, Xander Schauffele was the winner, so they went ahead and did that. All right, one thing we had obviously were rivals. So it looks like you can actually pick your rival. That's interesting. So it doesn't assign your rival. So I would think the simplest thing would be, go ahead and do that. Oh, and it looks like now that I did it, let's see, yeah, now that I picked her, she's picked, so she's my rival. Probably until defeated, and then I get to pick another. Obviously the sponsors are the same thing we've been dealing with, messages, and the home screen. You can see, obviously, we have many, many more dots across the top. You can see coming up in 10 weeks, we have the players, and that little image is up there kind of coming from where the blue arc is coming into the picture and landing in the target. And then, 2, 3, probably 4 weeks after that, we've got something. So several probably majors or events that are happening that come up. So I think those are the highlights in that fourth box. But one of the things I had seen, which is why I was pushing really hard to just play and get to the PGA Tour, and then perhaps I'll slow down a little bit. I mean, I do enjoy the play. The other thing, I think I am going to continue for a time at least until I get things unlocked. I think I'm going to leave myself here in pro difficulty. Always happy to hear feedback from folks. I get the argument because we had it in 2023 that if I'm playing at the master level at TGC Tours and I think I'm at that level, that's what I should be playing at, because otherwise going back and forth is causing issues. And that was initially when I got into 2K23, I took the stance of, well, I will just kind of work my way up, and as I start becoming dominant at a certain level, it's like, okay, I'm good enough, now I move up. And someone finally said, all right, you just kind of gotta do your thing or get off the pot, trying to keep it a little PG here. And at that point, it had been long enough that I had agreed. The challenge here is because we're unlocking things. So the other argument is what folks have given me here in 2K25 was, why are you fighting here? Because I initially started at master difficulty and was like, I'm just going to do it. And they're like, your golfer's not at that level. Your clubs aren't at that level. That's kind of what I'm still missing is the clubs. So I think it makes sense to reevaluate once I do that and I have my fittings. And there's a little bit of hesitation there too, because they're also kind of artificially limiting how good we can be, given that they're only letting us get to Sapphire, and then we can't use an Evo tool to go to whatever is beyond that until the next season, which is going to be 2-3 months away. And so, you know, I could get fittings that then give me more at that point, but then I might not be able to. So it's going to be kind of interesting how that's all going to play out. So I'm going to keep reevaluating, but part of what I decided in the Corn Ferry Tour, or actually just before the final of the Corn Ferry, actually no, it was in the Corn Ferry Championship, in the first round, I said, you know what, otherwise I'm just going to be circling the drain here over and over and over, trying to finish in the top 40, and again, I finished like 21st at the end, even at pro difficulty, so I'm clearly struggling. And here I have the opportunity to deal with that, where in TGC Tours I won't, because the difficulty level is the difficulty level. So I'm either going to be good enough to get a tour card, or I'm going to keep floundering like I did and be in qualifying for, 20 events or whatever it is, or more. But, the cool thing is the game is absolutely enjoyable regardless. So, it's a lot less frustrating than 2K23 was. So, definitely going to have fun with that. So, I'm going to make the request here at this point. If you're enjoying what's going on and you haven't dropped a like yet and not subscribed, please consider doing that. That's greatly appreciated. And for a small channel like myself, it's incredibly helpful. So just trying to kind of, instead of waiting for the end like I've done for years, trying to spread it in different points and seeing if I get a little bit more traction, because hopefully that call to action will result in people doing a little bit more clicking. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start taking a look at these other pieces. So obviously Tuesday, first day of the PGA week, we're going to go into training and see what that tells us here. So play event. All right, so do we get to choose or, okay, distance. So getting out of trouble. Now, I assume I can only pick one of these. So accuracy, target practice. So that'll give me a boost to recovery, or recovery and correction, or recovery, correction, and swing path. Distance is going to give me transition, recovery, and ultimately power. Control is going to give me transition, contact, and shaping. I don't really care about shaping, but contact is interesting. I don't do a whole lot of shaping. So power, rhythm, and transition. So from 30 feet, chip from 3 locations and aim for the target around the hole. Avoid the negative targets to score high and earn rewards. Putt from 3 locations and aim through the ring. Land in the target or hold the putt to score points and rack up rewards. So accuracy is interesting. Take on shots from multiple stations. Hit the target. The more you score, the more you earn. Interesting, because yeah, I think I get to pick one. And then land on the green 5 times, land within 25 feet, land within 10 feet. I'm thinking we're going to have some, from the rough or bunkers, and land your shots on the green. I mean, I do that a lot, but touch from 30 feet, chip from 3, yeah, that's more difficult. Putt from 3 locations. Half tempted to try that one, but that only helps my putting. But man, it's giving you some good boosts. We're going to try this one. Again, I think I just get to do the one, so we're at the practice facility. Doesn't look like it's doing much there. So we always, I wonder if this training just probably, I mean, it's training, so the training facility makes sense. But 15 shots aren't necessarily going to be that long. Okay, so putt from 3 locations, advance. All right. Oh, do I have to, like, go through? I see. Wow. So in theory, I have to go through that, and then I get, like, 200 points that way if I end up where I need to. This is really downhill. I'm gonna do this, I think. I think this is going to be really crazy. Alright, well, we got that. And, oh, we went too far. Okay, but we got 100. So, alright, so now, oh, is it going to keep having me try the same thing until I hole out, maybe? Come on. Oh, well, it's going to stop. But let's see what happens. All right. So, 3, is it? It's hole 1 of 1, so it might just, like, keep trying. Which is intriguing. That is going really quick. Oh, my goodness. That was really close. Alright, well, we got 500 points. That's a good thing. 2,000 is going to be a challenge, I think. Alright, so I don't know that I want to keep moving. I mean, the nice thing is it kind of remembers where you're at. And doesn't change much, so you can kind of adjust from what you just did. Alright. Oh, now it's... Okay, I'm wrong. Now it's moving me, so that was... So 5 shots in the same place. Well, that's not going to work. Right? Yeah, that's not going to work. I don't think so. I guess we'll try. Alright, no, that's not going to work. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work, so... Because it's not going to come back that far. Is it? It just seems unlikely. I mean, maybe if we go here? So let's see. But I don't think it's going to run... Maybe. No, it's not going to run back. So... Go down here. We didn't make it. But we should hit the ring, I hope. Oh, it gave it to me. Okay. Just about, but not quite. Alright, so we got nothing there. I'm not sure that that makes sense, so... And I wonder if we hold... Whoa. Well, that ain't going anywhere. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna hit... So I wonder if I hold it out. That's what I would love to know. Goodness. Okay. If I hole it out, does it score more? Oh, so close. Okay. But yeah, I don't see how you end up in the other location. But alright, we got... I don't think it's going to make it. Nope. Alright. So we did that, so there we go. A training scenario in my career. Again, we don't need the my player progression. Get a tiny bit here. Nothing terrific. Very little bump in equipment. It barely moved. Alright, but we've got a temporary boost. We've got 4% putt weight, or 4 for weight and contact. We didn't get the last award. So you get to pick one each time. So that's good to know. And in this case, okay, so there's no pre-tournament event scheduled for this week. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play the first round here, because otherwise it's a super short thing even with me just talking. Alright, high winds, and this is on TPC Boston, because again, we're now going to be cycling through these same courses that we had in 2K23, because that is where these events take place. And so obviously the PGA Tour goes back to them. We're on the PGA Tour. We're going back to them. Make sense, folks? I hope so. Alright, and we have our rival, so I assume it's going to start showing us stuff with that at some point. We'll see. So again, kind of trying to visualize my hit. I'm a little more open, but other than that, it was nice. And here we're 29 yards, so we want a little bit here. We don't want to go crazy, but we want to get close. That didn't work the way I would have liked. Alright, so let's see. Get me close, get me close. Alright, and got a little bit of movement. So I would think we can get in there. Alright. That's an important one. So we stay even. I don't see our rival. I would think, and again, maybe with the commentary on, I'd be able to hear something, but I'm not planning on changing that. I think people prefer it off, because otherwise I'm fighting with it a bit, talking over it, and oh, now I went the other way, but we stayed on here. So Boston is a little bit more reachable, I think. Can I make it? This is going to be, you know what? This is stupid. I'm not going to destroy a good round by being greedy. So we're going to just play it safe, and we'll see for next time, maybe. So this is where, like, a practice might make sense, because, you know, if I screw up a practice, I'd have to see what the issues will be, but it wouldn't matter as much. Oh, well, doing that is going to change the complexion of things a bit. And that's the problem. If I got a swing like that heading over the water, I would have been dead. I would have been losing stuff left and right. Ooh. Bad swing path. Where's the hole? Am I way past it? Oh, yeah. Not even in the vicinity. Get up the hill. Alright. That's the biggest thing. Get up the hill. It looks so much further away, so it is odd. I mean, I'm 4 feet away. That looked like I was 4 yards away, but... Alright. So, Jimmy Stanger. You know, and again, that may be the thing, like, I may then, you know, I may easily win. We'll see how this all plays out. Again, these are pros, so I don't think it's going to be that simple, but we'll see how it all goes. You know, I'm assuming I'm not going to make any mistakes here. Okay, a little further than I wanted. Alright, we want that the whole way. Ooh, little, would have been better a little less the whole way. See, because now this is tough. But we did it. Alright. So I'm still hanging on. Alright, we got 2 people ahead of us. I mean, you know, if I can win an event, then at least I unlock all the invites and stuff. So that would be kind of nice. So now I think we want to do some shot shaping. Whoops. Hitting the stick the wrong way. I assume it doesn't remember what I did. Just checking. Nope. Okay. Oof, not so good. Definitely went the wrong way, so that doesn't help. So all of that for nothing. But now we need to get up here. Just get me on, get me close. That's important. Alright. So we've got a birdie. That brings us down unless someone's 2 under. But no, we are up at the top, so... Alright, and we need 1,000 pars or better. We're only halfway there. That's crazy, because I think 500 was the last one that got me there. Obviously the hole's further on. Ooh, I felt it again. I've got it in my head that when it happens, I should just let go. But the problem is, to get a good swing, it's a smooth motion. So playing the game of doing that, like, just naturally would cause a problem otherwise. Am I gonna get the trees involved? It's hard to say, but probably, although I don't know. Maybe not. Alright, so we kind of want to go the full route, but not quite. So hopefully... It said 92. It lied. Alright, again, this is where we go to flop. Wow. Got it up there. That's what I needed. And now we're going for a bogey. Come back over. Oh, you're terrible. Now it's double bogey. So yeah, I'm sitting here talking trash like I'm gonna win, and then I do stuff like that, and now I'm 103rd. Oh my god. So yeah, these are pros. Alright, nicer. Again, the perfects on the ends are the ones that are really crucial. You know, if you're finally joining because, hey, you're like, oh, he's on the PGA Tour, you've not watched me before, this is a beautiful game. I mean, if you look at this, like, compared to what we had in 2K23, the visuals on this, exquisite. Alright, and again, making a tough shot. Oh, boy. That was very close to the edge. Not a huge fan of that. Where is this gonna go? My goodness. Yeah, I was worried with the 11 that it would have been bad, but the wind being 11, I'm sorry. I know what I mean in my head, and I'm not getting it out of my mouth. That happens sometimes too. Alright, we're up to 100. And again, it could be a lot of players aren't playing yet. That's also part of it. Like, sometimes, you know, other people... Wow, 13. 603. So, visualizing the swing. Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm not visualizing it going there. I barely got 287. I don't think... Do I want to try to push it? I don't know. Wow, that was low, but it ended up in the bunker. I'm not sure if that was worth it or not. Okay, we're gonna go up one. Okay, somewhat okay, but too far to the left. I mean, it ended up in a good position. So let's see where we end up as far as the green or anything like that. Again, our putting is improved. Oh, yeah. Those are crucial. All right, gets me back to second. So, wow. Yeah, there may be much less of a gap here. I mean, that's the thing. Amateur professionals? What does that really mean? I'm just thinking the difference is going to be minuscule. Okay. I really thought it would blow me back more than that. But anyway, all right. So, let's see. A little bit of that. Might be too far. No, that was good, actually. All right. So, a little bit of movement there, maybe. Got that. So, the key is just, I gotta maintain good play. All right, so finally the one that was 1 under is gone. And that's, I think, what we're going to run into, is you're still going to have exceptional play. It's just going to be a little bit more forgiving where I can make up some ground or, you know, maybe shoot 3 or 4 over and still be a little bit competitive. But I still don't think it's going to allow me to be really sloppy and really messy. But once again, you know, we'll have to see, because if it becomes like I'm dominating every event, you know, and I'm speaking way early. I mean, let's be honest here. I'm 9 holes in, and we don't even know. Oh my goodness, that did not move. Oof, that was pretty bad. All right, at least we got it in. But, you know, I'm 9 holes in, and yes, I'm sitting there at the top of the leaderboard with a bunch of other people. You know, that 72 holes is a lot, a long way to maintain that kind of play. I mean, it's what I have to do to do well. But that's the thing, you know, if I end up in the top 10 for like the first 3 or 4 events or something, maybe it's like, okay, what can I do? And some of it, I mean, the simplest thing would be then you increase the difficulty of the AI that's playing against you. But that just changes the standings, but it doesn't mean I'm doing anything different in my gameplay. But that's kind of the benefit we get with, oh, wow. Not quite what I was hoping for there. Alright, how close are we going to get? Nice. That worked out nicely. I was a little worried when I tapped it. Ooh, I was a little worried when I tapped that, I'll tell you. That was running somewhere. So it is interesting because normally you'd see the rival on the screen. I assume the rival stayed, unless she didn't make it or something, but I don't understand then why it would have given me that choice. I don't know. So all of this is a learning curve of how 2K25 does. Oh, it rolled me off. Wow. Alright, so this is the quick flop, as I call it, where I'm just literally like flicking my club so that I at least do something like that, where I'm close. Oh, no. Alright, we're 1 under. We're probably going to have to claw our way back. I'm thinking even is going to be the... Yeah, we're 82nd otherwise. So there are some pros that are doing a little bit worse, but not much. So it is definitely not allowing a lot of opportunity for anything else here. Alright, we're basically sticking with things, so that's alright. We're going to pull back a bit. To the left too far. Okay. Now we want to... Now this is tough, because we want to get close. It's on track. That's good. This is really good. I mean, it is just a par. But we get it. So, here we go. Alright, 79th. So, oh boy, I should have parked that one. Man, should I have parked that one. Because now I'm running a real big risk here. Man, alright. Let's think about this. It'll be about 20, maybe 30 back. That's 167 plus wind, so we're definitely going up. All the way to the 4-iron. I think I need to curve it. I just need to not hit that tree. Was the biggest issue. Oh, horrible bounce. You gotta be kidding me. Oh no, oh no. Now I'm in real trouble. Because who knows how many strokes this is gonna take. Oh boy. Yeah, it's not going in with that. I should be good here, but now I'm 3 over. That's gonna likely lower me down a lot. Alright. I mean, yeah, being anywhere in contention, I think I'm gonna have to be at par. So that's probably the stance of the way the game works, is like, yeah, you're at the PGA Tour. People are gonna hit, you know, even pros that aren't doing that well, they're gonna hit things pretty solidly. Oh boy. Alright, let's see. Oh my god, that open and the... Oh boy. This... How did that even happen? I don't know if we're gonna make it. Well, we might. Oh my goodness. That is a miracle. I mean, let's be up front. The fact that I was able to hit out of the woods, come back and do that. I mean, the only hope perhaps is all those guys that are even right now are on the 3rd hole. So maybe they will go down a bit. Now, is there a fence? No, I decided... Well, but there's houses over there. So I think over to the left is out of bounds, or right is out of bounds. Obviously, if I just stay away from it, that's all I need to do. So that was good. And now I should be less likely to spray it just insanely far. Okay, gonna do that. So the trick definitely is if I try to go gingerly back, that causes a different problem. Oh boy, that might be really far. This is gonna make it much more difficult. Nope. And it was, I think, downhill, so I ended up going way too fast. So remember what I said about it being hard for 72 holes? It's hard for 18 holes to do well. Now I'm 4 over. But see, we're not seeing anybody. Like, the even people are on the second hole. So it's possible things will start to fall back a bit. Okay, I'm going to go up here because this seems to bring things back. Alright. Not the best, but I was so worried about the water. It kind of got me there. There's no way this is going to be a chip. So, why is it not? There we go. Alright. Okay, so if I'm there, yeah, I think I can almost go full. So, I still did it a little light. Wow, that had more of a rollout than I would like. Oh no, you're not. Because, yeah, this is a par 3. This is a challenge. Alright, let me try it this way. I don't know if that's gonna work the way I want. Alright, well, it kinda did. I probably could have kept it the other way. Yeah, that's actually not awful, but I learned a little bit. Because I wasn't sure if I could clear the trees. I don't know, maybe I couldn't, but... So... Foo-foo-foo. I mean, this is gonna blow over a lot. Well, maybe it won't blow over as much as I thought. Alright. Okay. Not great, but... Alright, so it's gonna move, but I think it's ultimately gonna move over there. And it's downhill. So I want to be gentle. Too much. Shoot. Alright. And again, those are just difficult shots to make. You know, and 5 over isn't horrendous, but once again, if I'm at TGC Tours, like, I'm not on that difficulty, and I'm struggling already. Should blow me over to the left. Okay, so we hung on to the edge of the fairway. So we're gonna go and give this thing a ride, and really, it's like hitting a pinhole. This is crazy. Well, that's as good as I would get, for sure. I don't know where I honestly ended up compared to everything. Okay. So, we're up a little soft. Stay, thank you. This is big. I mean, I would love to get this. I just don't know that I can. Ah! It was a valiant attempt, but... Alright. Got the par. Let's see where we end up. So, 60... 50... 30... Ooh, top 20, top 10. Wow, we actually... Well, we're 2 away. Alright. And that's okay. I mean, you know, that's the whole point, is try to make it reasonable. So yeah, I mean, I definitely didn't have the best round ever. That's reasonable, that I shouldn't probably be on the top. I had some really bad holes that I had to fight with. It's different music. It's very patriotic, I would almost say, but I don't know that that's what they're going for, but alright, so now I need to go and change my irons, absolutely. Alright, so we got a level token, and wow, we lost some folks. You know, and this is the issue of, like, playing on some absurd difficulty level here, because it's just what you're doing is very different. I mean, yeah, I only lost a couple hundred people, but, like, there's a target of having, or a Steam achievement of having 100,000 followers. I'm not going to do that if I keep losing people. But let's go to my player here, which we can do with pressing the left stick, and then we're going to go to the golf bag. And what we're looking for is to get over here, and we're going to upgrade the set. And now you can see I have the sapphire, and it lets me evolve for 1, so I'm going to do that. And yes, it will destroy the Evo tool, so, but now I have a slot available, and so I can immediately apply something, because I can't get past this right now. And so the question is, do I do power? Do I do, because contact, I think, is again gonna improve my forgiveness. I think I'm gonna go with contact, because I'm not worried about, the distance is the distance. Like, by the time I'm down to irons, I don't know that doing anything on power makes sense. I think it would be a better use of things to do this. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that as my first one. I'm certainly looking at transition for other things. You know, but this is now what gets to happen, is now we get some improvements on our clubs, and so that will slowly make the player a little bit better. You know, I'm not going to fool myself that it's going to be exceptionally better, but it should help, especially once I get all the fittings in there. That is what I will keep doing, but definitely, you know, we're on our way. We're doing well here. So we'll see what the next rounds bring, but our first inaugural PGA Tour event, and, you know, yes, you could say we've gamed the field a little bit to stay competitive, you know, give us a challenge by not, like, giving us an amateur swing or perfect swing, which would be a way to just totally game the system. So we're trying to make it a little difficult, but obviously it's not at the level we need to compete at the Elite TGC Tours level, but we understand that. You guys let me know for sure in the comments. You know, do you think it makes sense for the Career Series to maybe be different than the TGC Tours series, at least for a time? And more importantly, I think it's beyond the point where I get my clubs all up there. Because again, I'm going to apply things to the putter as well. So when I get the Evo tool on the putter and get that to Sapphire shortly, like, we're going to start improving that, and that may be, honestly, a huge gameplay difference. Because that's the piece. Like, with Master, I can still sometimes, you know, get on the green in pretty good shape, but then I 3-putt, and then I'm bogeying. So that's the thing. It's, you know, and you bogey on every hole, and you're 18 over. So it gets away from you pretty quickly. But if I could just eliminate that and be a lot cleaner, you know, that could help. So give me your thoughts on that, and I will see you next time.